Kia ora everyone. It is my great honor and pleasure to welcome you to join us to celebrate the 94th anniversary of the founding of the Chinese People's Liberation Army. Over the past 94 years, Chinese PLA has played an important role in the modern history of China. It has made an irreplaceable and indelible contribution to the liberation and peaceful development of the Chinese people, to the reform and opening up of China, and to safeguard the national sovereignty, security, and development interests of China. China has sent more than 40,000 military personnel to participate in about 30 UN peacekeeping missions and now ranks first among the permanent members of the UN Security Council in terms of the number of peacekeepers dispatched, and is the second largest fund contributor to the UN peacekeeping operations. For the past 12 years, the PLA has deployed 37 naval task groups in Gulf of Aden, escorting so far a total of almost 7,000 ships. The PLA is also playing an active role in international humanitarian assistance and disaster relief operations. There is no doubt that an increasingly prosperous and strong China will provide more active and significant contributions to the world peace and stability. The PLA today formally implements the strategic deployment of building the army through political work, strengthening the army through reform, governing the army by law, and thriving the army through science and technology, promotes deep military and civilian integration development, and marches bravely and steadily to the target of building the PLA into a world first-class force. China's socialist nature is a strategic choice to take the road of peaceful development and independent foreign policy of peace, as well as the traditional Chinese culture advocating harmony, determine that China unswervingly pursues a defense policy that is defensive in nature. Chinese military is firmly committed to fulfilling its duties and missions, safeguarding the country's sovereignty and security, upholding fairness and justice, and adhering to the basic principles of self-defense, post-strike response, and adopting active defense. The building and development of China's national defense and armed forces is entirely driven by the need to safeguard China's national interest, not targeting any country or not posing threat to any country. On the road of development, things will never be easy. Since the outbreak of COVID-19, the international community has suffered from pandemic, and the situation in the world is still severe. In order to effectively prevent the spread of COVID-19, more than 4,000 PLA personnel have been deployed directly to the front line of saving lives. The Chinese military is carrying out effective and orderly vaccination based on the overall national arrangement. To honor the commitment of making China's COVID-19 vaccines a global public good, the PLA has recently provided vaccine aid to over 10 militaries and sent medical assistance and expert teams to more than 20 countries. I would also like to acknowledge the important role of New Zealand Defence Force in the fight against the virus here and in the Pacific region. From supporting the government agencies, repatriating New Zealanders around the world, assisting the isolation facilities, to delivering medical assistance and vital aid to Pacific countries like Vanuatu, Fiji, and Tonga. Chinese PLA attaches great importance to the development of close friendship with the New Zealand Defence Force and is committed to engaging with NZDF in wider fields of pandemic response, climate change, peacekeeping, humanitarian assistance, and disaster relief to advance our defense relationship and to maintain peace and stability in the region and beyond. This year also celebrates the 100-year anniversary of the founding of the Communist Party of China. By implementing the military strategic guideline for a new era, China's armed forces strive to keep in line with and to contribute to the general strategies of the Communist Party of China and the country. In the years to come, Chinese military will further conduct exchanges and cooperation with NZDF and other counterparts, provide abundant international public security products, respond to the common security threats and challenges, and make important contributions to maintaining world peace and stability and serving the building of a community with a shared future for mankind. Thank you very much.